Jim Greco. No, I just really like those tricks. I always like the fast plants that Jeremy does. And me and Jeremy skate probably every other day. We skate like 3 times a week. And one day I asked him to teach me how to do it. And he showed me how to do it on a bench. I was like, oh man, that felt so cool. Like I want to do it on something huge, out of something, a ramp I rig up. It's out of wood. I don't want it to be out of a jump ramp. I want to do it out of wood. And so it wasn't as much as a tribute as he taught me that trick. There was no, I'm going out to do that to look this particular way. I just like that trick, and he knows how to do it really well, and he taught me how to do it. He's one of my best friends. The dark slides, I always thought those looked cool and wanted to do them, and I learned them, and then that was that. It was no particular tribute. It's just learning tricks that I've always wanted to learn. Good friends with Rodney. We talk and text. I asked him for a couple tips too on like how do you do this or that. And he showed me about the dark slide. He showed me a couple of tricks. He's the first one to ever do all of them. He did all of the ones I did, except for the switch one. Never saw him do that one. Those guys are hired security by the city, and they are in various different areas of the city. The red shirt ones are in Chinatown. First off, I went to a place to do one on a phone booth at 7 or 6:30 in the morning. And that was, I didn't like how it felt. It was uphill. So we packed up and went to Chinatown. Got there about 7:30, got set up about 7:45. And around 8:30, they start rolling up and breaking my balls. So they try to park all their stuff in front of me and stop me from doing it. And I just got pissed at them and yelled at them. And then I banged into them on accident. And then one of them, I just got around them and got it done. I was coming really close, really close. It was frustrating, and then I made it. It was actually difficult to make because when you're going up high on something like that, you kind of land going slow because you're just plopping right down. And you have to, this parking lot was so rough, I had to get an enormous amount of speed to get up there. So it was actually really hard for me to do. It's 7 feet high, and we built the ramp like 3.5 feet. So it's like pretty high of an ollie for me out of a ramp, and then the jump was kind of intimidating to me. So I don't know, it was just intimidating. But it was fun. Yeah, I finished it in January, and I just skate there, and some friends come and skate there, and it's got a bunch of cool stuff. And that's really all, it's just kind of sitting there. I built 7th Street, a Wilshire 15, I built UCI NAR blocks, I built a hip, all these awesome ledges. Like, it's just the best place. It's kind of my reward for filming the Deathwish video. I treated myself. Maybe I'll start putting some shit out eventually of it. I don't know. Well, I just like, I'll see something and I'll really want to do it, and then if it just means waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, it isn't a big deal. It's a small trade-off, and I'm willing to, like, whatever it takes to get it done, I'm willing to do it, just because I want to do it. And it's usually those things are just trivial bullshit that people are too lazy to do, you know what I mean? I'll put fucking 5 pieces of wood for a runway at whatever the fuck I gotta do, or like I gotta go and put wood up there to ollie into it, or I gotta get there at 5:15. Once I get there and I'm warmed up, I'm gonna get it. It's like I'll get in these things where I'll like see something and I'll like obsess about it over a year or something, and then I'll step to it and I'll be like, all right, I gotta do it. Like, but I'll get obsessed about skating somewhere, and well, I gotta do that one day, and it'll be in my head. You'll know when you want to do something. It's like, oh yeah, like I want to do that. Like Lizard, he's great with that because like he's so good that he can see things that no one else can see. They're like, he may want to like drop in nose blunt off that thing. It's like, who would ever think of that? But he sees that, knows he wants to do that, and doesn't. Well, Jeff Rowley told me he thinks that way too. He was the first person to grind the Staples Center, and he thinks, oh, that's totally possible. I know that's possible. For him, he knows that's possible. And so he could see everything going down, and then he just goes for the most heinous thing ever. He's like the greatest skater ever. He's like, so like he tries to grind the Staples fucking for the Vans ad in 2000 or whenever he did it. He grinded massive ledge. It's his third photo. It's the craziest photo ever, right? So he lip slides that neck high Chima rail. It's like, he's crazy. He sees that he could do it. That's the point I'm making. Like, he saw that he could do it and knows. Music I'm listening to, people I look up to outside of skateboarding, Johnny Thunders, just anything can happen. People in skateboarding and out of skateboarding, mostly people out of skateboarding. The character from No Country for Old Men, the assassin, where he actually wears these Wrangler Rancher pants. They're called Rancher dress jeans. I have them in every color. They look like Dickies, but they're not. These pants right here. Like, I film my whole Deathwish part. Like, they're the most comfortable pants. Like, filmed half of my Deathwish part. That, you know. I like Anton from Brian Jones Style Massacre. He's cool. I'm not really influenced or like wear like some blouse like he'll wear, like that's like a Indian style blouse, you know what I mean, like, or Thailand style. But I just like the all white that he wears is cool, I think. Eric and Chad were starting a company. I was on Vans at the time and getting down with it. It was cool, man. Starting a company and with those guys and it becoming so successful and just seeing the whole evolution of where we're at today from where we were and where we're at in the game. Hammer's a great shoe, man. It's like my 5th shoe for Supra. It's one of the best shoes I ever rode. It's a very light shoe. It's a cup sole. It has the feel of a Volk. It feels broken in when you put it on your feet right out of the box. It takes a lot of impact and it has a lot of board feel, and it's a very simple long toe, nice simple design, exactly what I wanted, and that's really all there is to say about it. At first it was a little bit hard, you know, but it was the decision I wanted to make. Like, okay, like I'm getting fucked up. I'm doing all these hard drugs. I'm gonna end up either on Skid Row if I follow this path, or I could quit the drugs, quit everything involved with that, and, you know, do what I have my dreams, follow what I want to do. I want to be a skateboarder. I'm losing sight of that now because I filmed a good video part. I got a shoe. I got all this money. I was like, I thought this money was gonna last me forever. I'm gonna, oh yeah, I'll buy drugs for everybody. Let's get high. I'm gonna get fucked up. It's never gonna run out. It had nothing really to do with money. I just hit a bottom with shit. Like, I was tired of getting high every day. I was tired of this and that. And I wanted to just fucking ride my skateboard. It was like a brand new beginning again. And I did what I had to do to get cleaned up. It was the best decision I ever made. And I just realized I just wanted to stay sober more than I wanted to get high, just a little bit. And then I did everything necessary to stay sober. Every day. And one day turned into 2 to 5 to 10 to a month to a year. And then once I hit that, I was just like smooth sailing. But skating's way more fun. Like filming the part I just filmed was way more funner than going to shoot a bag of drugs or do a bunch of coke or drink a bunch of shit. I don't care about that. It's a sucker's game, you know? Figure out what you want to do. If you want to get high, I'm not a poster person for drugs or against it. You're doing it and it's working for you, go ahead. For me, it wasn't working anymore. The gig was up. I cashed in all my chips. That's it. Done.